Hey, what's going on? Met a old abandoned hotel, motel, whatever it is, here in South Carolina. Not going to give the exact spot so it doesn't get blown up, even though it's kind of already been blown up. But if you've been here before, you'll recognize it. Otherwise, yeah, it's just an abandoned hotel. So I'm going to start at the back and walk you through. There's some mediocre graffiti, nothing too cool or crazy fancy, but some of it's kind of cool. So here we go. This is the back parking lot. Some holly surrounds the whole thing and is crazy overgrown. This has definitely been here abandoned for, I'd say, at least 3 years, 4 years, if not 5 or 10. Nice giant pile of shingles over there. All right, here we go. We're going in. We got like some monster dude over here. Dog. I guess that's supposed to be a dog. Nice king size mattress, queen size. For when you really want to get your freak on. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. Reminds me of like either a crappy version of Crash Bandicoot or some Tasmanian Devil wannabe thing. Looks like we got a monkey here, kind of gorillas-ish. I feel like I should be wearing a respirator in here. Air is not good. I'm gonna have my shirt over my nose. My voice sounds muffled. Yeah, not only is the air not good in here, but it's been super rainy day. Nice dark abyss to nowhere. I do got my torch though. Let's light this bitch up. Just the access alley. Yeah, the air is fucking awful in here. Little mushroom. This one's not so bad. Apparently this is all by the trash cult. And then here we have a lovely, thick, overgrown courtyard. Yeah, I imagine this, this was all like parking lot and driveway and whatnot, so this has to be at least 10 years abandoned. Not long, probably longer, because there's CRT TVs all over the place in here. Most of them are smashed. There's a couple that seem like they're intact. I thought about maybe seeing if it works, taking it home, so I can play old school video games on it. I'll light her up. Yeah, pretty nasty. Pretty nasty place. Plenty of broken glass. There's plenty of windows that aren't broken, which I'm really surprised about, because I think anybody loves breaking glass, provided they got the opportunity and they can get away with it. Trying to watch out for spider webs too. Took a walk through here a couple days ago when I first got here, and nobody seems to be in here, but I did see a cat in one of the rooms. Just one. Which was, ah shit, spider web. Oh fuck. Caught me in the head. Let me gather myself here. I don't like spiders, if you could tell. This is more the jungle courtyard. Still a few Bibles kicking around. Hail Jesus, He died for your sins. So I don't know if this graffiti counts as a sin or not. I wouldn't count it as a sin. Guess it depends on where you do your graffiti. Peek into here. And the glass isn't totally broken here. Yeah, as long as this place has been here, I would have expected all the glass to be broken, because it's fun to break glass, especially nice big panes like they got up in here. Ugh, God. Spiders everywhere. I don't know why people are like putting furniture on beds. There's a couple rooms where like someone clearly gathered up all the old mini fridges that look like more like pieces of furniture than fridges. I'm gonna grab some little, I need a stick. Spiderweb clearing stick. Let's see if I can do that here. Fuck. That didn't work. Shizer. It's gotta be something I can use. I think I got something. Okay. Got my spiderweb clearing stick. It's crucial. This is how you do it. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Whew. Dingy old rooms. A little bit spooky. Somebody pulled the satellite dishes down. I imagine all the railings are gone from the second level. People scrapping metal. I'll light this up for you. It's not a bad piece right there. Not that bad at all. You can get a load of that. I like the colors on it. The one behind it's not so great. I'm not going to go over there for obvious reasons. So we're going to continue on down this way. So you get the idea, more of the same. There's a room where somebody gathered up. Hey, there's the cat. See him? One little cat. Got the run of the place. I'll try and give or her some food. Looks kind of friendly. Yeah, somebody gathered up mattresses in here. Right, continuing on. This is fairly open, so there shouldn't be too much for spider webs growing across here. Yeah, here's the room with all the fridges. There's, Jesus, a TV over there. Got one fridge, two fridge, three fridge, all kinds of furniture piled up in there. We got this other room. Birds going crazy. Hey, there's a pool over there. I didn't notice that yesterday or the day before. Let's go check out the pool. And do my best for web clearing. Oh man, this is gonna be gnar. Oh man. Nice old, decades old stagnant cesspool, literally. Holy crap. Ugh. Nice little mosquito factory right here. Looks like this was once a nice little oasis. Jeez, bro. Yeah. You need a polarizing filter so you can see down in there. It's rank and murky. Hey, there's a turtle in there. He went into his hiding spot. There's a crap ton of wood in there, you can see. Yeah, if I was a turtle or a frog, this would be the spot. You can't even see the hotel back there. And it looks like we had a hot tub over here. Possibly, or a pond or something. Yeah, this was the hot tub. Now it is a aquatic life palace. Some blackberries and raspberries kicking around here. Good enough to eat. I don't know if I want to eat any old dingy abandoned hotel berries though. I'm sure they're fine. But some little palm tree action. Right. Back to the hotel. A lot of these trees look like they must have been here back when this hotel was built. I mean, these are good sized trees. You know, there's my hand. That's a good sized trunk. That's not a 5-year-old sapling. That tree's got to be at least 20 years old. But like I said, there's CRT TVs in here, and we stopped using those in, I guess, around 2000, 2005-ish. Is when those started to get kind of fully phased out. Imagine what happened in these rooms. See, there's an intact TV. I'm so tempted to, so very tempted to go and grab it, plug it in, and see if it works. Because if you know anything about old video games, old consoles like Super Nintendo, Nintendo, the graphics actually look better on CRT TVs than they do on flat screens. Don't know if you knew that. But that would be the only reason I would get one. It's literally just to play retro video games and have better graphics. The way the paint flakes is kind of cool. I wonder if it's lead paint, if there's any lead paint in here. Or if there's any asbestos. See, look at these old fridges. I don't think I'd ever even seen one like this until I came here. It's like a console. It's like an old console TV. So we're coming up to the front portion. Some more Jesus. Somebody was all about Jesus. I mean, we are in South Carolina, so. See, a little Bible there. Gideon's would be proud. Actually, look like it's in good shape. Not even molding, really. Been out here. I guess it's because it's a Bible. It is blessed and therefore immune to mold. Kind of a cool little section of burl on that tree. Maybe you know or don't know, but if you ever see a tree like this one isn't fairly prominent, but some trees get big giant, lump growths like that. It's called burl wood, and people pay big bucks for that. So if you're ever out in the woods and you see a tree with a giant thing like that, that's burl wood. Some melting action going on. Yeah, most of the TVs are smashed. Can't say I blame anybody. It's fun to smash a TV. It's even more fun to shoot them. Okay. Looks like the cat took off. I don't know where it is. That's like the front office up here. I haven't been in there yet. Don't know if I want to go in there, because it is nasty. Look at this. Nasty. Some computer action. Look at that. Server or something. I suppose I could go in there if I just hold my breath and walk very carefully. Let's give it a shot. Oh God, it's so gross. I feel like just by walking in here, I'm gonna be tainted and contaminated. All right, I can do this. Air. There's another abandoned hotel over there. That one is in much nicer shape. Much more exposed too. I don't know if you can get in it quite so easy. But this one is massively not cared about and overgrown. There's the front entrance. Little outdoor pavilion here. Front driveway. I kind of love that the junipers out here are just absolutely going wild. It's completely covered, just creeping way out. I mean, if I grab a piece of that, and see how far it goes back to the root. I bet another few years they'll creep even further and further out. But yeah, that's the front. Okay. So I'm on my way north, slowly but surely, heading back for the summer after spending the winter down in Florida. So there's my rig down there. Found this spot and I was like, this looks like a good spot I could camp out for pretty much as long as I want. More holly just going ballistic. Another piece here. Yeah, you can't even really access the front anymore to these rooms. Do I dare go up the stairs? Look at this piece. And this one. At least they're trying. I wouldn't call that anything close to good, but I've seen worse. So that's where I went into the inside of the building. All right, these look like metal stairs. I think I can make it. What do we got for graffiti? More garbage. But hey, it's color on the wall. I'd rather see color on a concrete wall than just grayness. kind of a nice shot of the bus. Alright, we should be able to see inside these rooms pretty good. A lot of this glass is fucked. Maybe I'll break a pane while we're here for this, just for this video, just for you guys, whoever the heck's watching. The Bible. That one's not doing so good. These rooms are a lot more cleared out. Looks like somebody was hanging out in this one recently. Got some Jack Links over there. A little twisted tea can. Hey, an old phone book. Do you even make those anymore? Does that say Trace? So, sort of acquaintance, friend of mine, whatever, that is extremely talented graffiti artist. And he once told me that if you can't read it, if it's too complicated to read it, you're not a good graffiti artist. And I'm kind of inclined to agree. If it's that frickin' weird and gnarly that you can't read it at all, then what's the point? Yeah, I'm not gonna go down there. It's got a swimming pool down there. Alright, what can I use to break some glass? Massive holly bushes going over here. This bed frame would break some glass. It's kind of big and cumbersome though, tangled up in these bushes. So, I'm gonna wait on that. And at this point, I'm about at a half hour, which means my phone is gonna cut the video off and start a new clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that myself.